866 Ron Zero Fez. Well. Look who it is. Our old buddy Jay Mohr. Hello, Jay.
Hiya, boys.
How are you, pal?
Looking good. I heard Bob Dylan's getting back together.
But that would be fine.
Best concert I ever saw, Ronnie B. I saw Jane's Addiction at the Ritz in New York. It was 1991, right before they broke up the first time, and they were all drug addicts, and they all hated each other. And there was really just a terrific sense of malevolence in the building. I never saw anything quite like it since. And every concert I see since then, I hold up to the light of that one concert.
That would be it for you. Jane's Addiction, 91.
Jane's Addiction at the Ritz, 1991.
Jay, you're, unlike a lot of comics, you're a man who does enjoy music and does enjoy going to shows.
Oh, I love going to shows. It motivates me.
Yeah.
Because I can't put on a rock show. I could try somehow through comedy, but it's, what fascinates me. Remember Pearl Jam? Dave's about to ejaculate. Pearl Jam put out like every live show in the mid '90s on CD. Like They knew they couldn't make money off of it, and I would pull ones from like Lithuania and Turkey, and I realized this is just a Tuesday to them. Like, this is just a notch on their belt. Like, there's tanks in the street in this country, and they're up there doing even flow. Like, that was the most motivating thing about all those albums. And as far as Radiohead goes, fucking so long, Radiohead. Fuck them.
You're done with them, huh?
I'm just tired of the computer sounds. Like, play your instruments. Go back to Pablo Honey. Do songs like Creep and Blow Out. Like, play your fucking instruments instead of looking them up online.
Come on.
Does that hurt you, Dave?
Yeah. Pablo Honey's a good album, Jay, but it doesn't hold a candle to OK Computer.
Yeah, but OK Computer was the watershed moment of electro rock and roll. It's the high watermark. And then you follow it up with Hail to the Thief, which is like, now you're at the saturation point. It's more of the same, more layers, more fuzz, and you already accomplished it. OK Computer is like Miles Davis's Bitches Brew, where halfway through you get a little claustrophobic just from your ears, and you're not even sure what's going on. You just, something about this particular song is making me uncomfortable. Like, they accomplished it. And then you do Hail to the Thief, and it's like twice as much overkill.
There were two albums in between those, though.
What? Another one? What's the one in between?
Kid A and Amnesiac were between Hail to the Thief and OK.
You're right. You're absolutely correct.
And they're great albums.
Masterpieces. Amnesiac, masterpiece.
So all right, so that's like three albums with the techno sound.
I will say this about Amnesiac, and Ronnie B, I don't know if you've listened to Amnesiac ever by Radiohead.
I'm not the biggest Radiohead fan in the world. When I hear them, I like them, but I don't, I'm not
listen to You and Whose Army and picture it in your mind in a Scorsese movie.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn down a Scorsese movie and put this up. My thing is this, though, Jay. Most of the time, it's like I don't try to tell the band how to do, what kind of music to play. In the same way I wouldn't tell Scorsese, here's the kind of movies I want you to direct. I'll be open to it, and then if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I don't expect them to go backwards.
When I bought In Rainbows, I actually threw it away. But I was like, this is actually like a garbage album. And Dave, did you like In Rainbows?
Garbage?
Yeah, he felt like he was watching garbage out there.
You mean Shirley Manson garbage or just shit? Well, that's not just... There's a lot of guitars in Rainbows, actually. They kind of got some more guitars in that album.
Yeah, but there's only two guys playing guitars, so why would there be more than 5 guitars?
It hurt you for all this.
The album before that had 8 guitars in it. I'm all for an overdub, but come on, guys. What happened to fucking 3 Chords and the Truth?
They're not that type of band. They never have been. I mean, it's like saying, Pink Floyd, you fucking suck because you use lasers on animals.
Yeah, it's true. They do suck.
Yeah, but last I checked, Dave, a laser is not an instrument.
Laser
He meant a phase. He meant a phaser.
It depends on what mushrooms you took.
The sound effects, you know what I mean.
I was on acid at the second
That don't make you a bad
Woodstock.
person.
No, it doesn't. And I peeked coming over a hill, and Santana was on stage, and that fucker had lasers coming out of his guitar. It was amazing.
I saw a thing one time where I saw notes on fucking stage at a Frank Zappa. It was at a Frank Zappa show,
That's like
and I
Killing
saw.
Zoe.
I know. I saw it was. It was just. I thought I was in Killing Zoe, and the movie hadn't even come out yet.
Right.
And I was like, this is like another movie years from now. But I did see fucking notes hanging above the stage. And then later I'm saying to people, hey, how did they do that thing where they put the notes up? Like, I didn't fucking... And they're like, what? You're so fucking high.
I was really high just on pot for Buckethead, and I thought he did this effect where he took off his hand and put his hand on the stage, and the hand started walking. I'm like, that's fuck Pink Floyd. That's the best special effects of all time. People are like, what the... He didn't take his hand off.
It's always really scary when you're tripping and you find out they're not on the same trip as you.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever had an acid flashback, but way too far after the fact, where it totally freaks you out and catches you off guard?
Oh yeah, I've had that, but I talked about this with you with Unmasked. I do think that people have a panic attack. They think it's an acid flashback.
Well, you thought yours was a flashback.
Yeah. Or I thought, I don't know the difference between them both. So maybe just occasionally I have flashbacks.
I had a flashback. It was a good 3 years after I did acid.
Well, they say it stays in your spine.
I was walking through a courtyard of an apartment complex, and the lighting in the apartment complex were tiny rectangular lights in the walls along the pathway, but at like shoe level. Do you know what I mean? And in my flashback, in like about 6 seconds long, they were going back and forth, like when you see those bank movies and the lasers shoot across the floor of like the museum.
That's awesome. See,
and it just popped up out of nowhere?
Yeah, I opened the gate. They buzzed me in. I opened the gate, and I looked down. I went, whoa. But at the same time, it was like I had that wavy feeling in my body, and I went, oh, man. And then I thought, did I get dosed? And then I realized, no. Wow, that was cool. And then I just went up to the person's apartment and just smoked a lot of grass.
Well, see, that's the thing. If you fucking smoke weed, it'll jump on you every once in a while. Well, just
every
like
once in a while.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, Ron. You can smoke a little too much weed where you don't realize you have a stuffy nose, and that's why you're short of breath.
Right. Fez, you were getting weirded out during the flashback talk?
Yeah, just the fact that could creep up on somebody years and years after. I'm right here, Jay.
Today. Hi, Fezzy.
How you doing, Jay Mohr?
Good. I didn't even know you were there today.
Yeah, the flashback story is
He's
just
busting your balls a little bit.
and I'm not letting
no, I'm
him.
Not.
Why not?
Because
no,
I want to.
Yes or no?
You can't talk over him. One of you guys has to talk.
All right, who's first?
I won a huge competition today. I won the first round of a Kiss My Ass match, and I am not letting Jay Mohr's little shots get to me.
Okay, now it's my turn to talk.
Yeah.
It wasn't a shot. Yes or no? Was that the first time you spoke since I've been on the phone for 8 minutes?
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Replay it. That was the
what were you
first thing
saying,
you said.
I said something about the effects at one of the concerts.
No, that was with Dave before I called.
So, no, your shot is unwarranted, and
this shit again. Does anyone not hurt your feelings, Fez? Is there ever a day where you say, that person wouldn't hurt my feelings, they're my friend?
See, what happens is you try to throw in a shot and then act like, I'm nuts for taking it as a shot.
I'm not taking part in this. Anyway, so that was the best concert I ever saw, Ronnie B.
Yeah.
And I had to flashback, and I'm sorry the conversation took a turn, and I'm punching out. I'm not doing this today. I love you guys.
All right,
Great
see you,
show.
buddy. You got a little thing going with him, Fuzzy.
Yeah, he won't let it go. I only brought it up after his shot, and then I tried to ignore it, but he kept coming with it. So that's what happens there.
I'm going to take the next 8 minutes off in honor of Jay Mohr.
Can't do that.
I think he just got upset because, he got caught. I think that was the only reason. But I mean, it was a legitimate shot. I mean, he can't, and then act nice afterwards. That's just to make me look like I'm insane and I belong back in a mental institution again. And I'm in a good mood too. I destroyed in Batman Trivia. I pummeled Eastside Dave in that. And I was feeling good, so I wasn't going to let the little Jay Mohr jabs get to me. It just wasn't going to happen. So, I mean, it's, he got upset, but it really was, a case of, who started it. So I just say, I was feeling strong today because I'm on top of the trivia competition. And I just, pointed it out to him that I wasn't going to let him bother me as much as he tried. And he did try. AshleyMadison.com, they've got a new program that they're introducing. They're calling it Cash for Chunkers. So what they're saying is that if you have a wife that's over 200 pounds and the marriage isn't exactly the way you want it, the sex life isn't the way you want it, then you have AshleyMadison.com to go to. Over 4 million members at AshleyMadison.com. AshleyMadison.com. It is 100% safe. It is 100% secure, completely anonymous, and as they want to put it now, fat-free with their new Cash for Chunkers program. AshleyMadison.com. You're going to find what you're looking for because they guarantee it. You will have an affair to remember at AshleyMadison.com. They're going to make sure that you find what you want, and if you don't, they will give you your money back. That's all of what they're calling Cash for Chunkers at AshleyMadison.com. You can sign up today, free of charge, and they will take care of you. Every 60 seconds, another woman joins AshleyMadison.com. You can sign up today and sleep with someone else's wife tonight. That's how it works. AshleyMadison.com. Life is short. Have an affair at AshleyMadison.com. So, but, so if I need to go back to the Jay Mohr thing, I don't want Jay to go away mad, but I wasn't the one that took a shot. I didn't bring anything up. I thought I was doing okay. I thought I was doing all right. And then he got upset and went away again. I don't mean to upset him, but he is the one who said something. That's how it went.
I'm halfway through my 8 minutes of silence in honor of Jay Mohr. I stand with you, Jay.
And it's nice, and I believe I was talking when Jay came on. I don't think, I didn't talk a lot, but,
You weren't.
I was there.
Nope.
And so he was just, looking for a little shot. I mean, I can understand it. I can, what happens. But this is a turnaround now. This is, I've already won the Batman trivia competition. Hopefully, I will win round 3.
You haven't mentioned that 8 times in the last minute and a half.
And I will hope, I have every intention on winning round 3. Now, mention...
that should impress Jay. He has a TV show.
Well, anything I can do to come back, and prove Jay Mohr wrong. Where he doesn't feel the need.
Why, he's our friend.
Well, he says, and I like Jay Mohr, but, why take the little shots? Why try to pass him off like that? And I did my best to take the higher ground. That's usually what I like to do. Take a higher ground. If Jay wants to go to that level, that's one thing. But then I have to answer back eventually, I guess. So I was, I was talking about...
2 minutes. You were mentioning Batman trivia.
Well, I did win the Batman trivia thing first thing today, earlier on the show. So it's, that's just the way it goes. I'm sorry he's upset, but I did nothing to upset him. I got nothing to be sorry about in that respect. So I'm sure he's still listening, but I mean, he brought it up. He's the one who did it.
Nobody's listening now.
So it's just, sorry it had to end that way, but I guess that's the way it goes. That's the way Jay wants it. That was his decision, not mine. I did not chase Jay Mohr away. That was his call to hang up. It was his call to take a shot at me. And apparently I'm supposed to sit here like a target. That's when people get upset, when I don't just sit here and, let someone take a shot at me. If I call them on it, they get very upset back. Because I guess I'm not fulfilling their needs by sitting here and being a punching bag for them. So, that's just the way it goes.
He's where? Up front?
I'm sorry Jay had a problem with that, but I wasn't going to sit here with a target on me.
I got 23 more seconds.
So, that's too bad it had to end that way. It wasn't my intention. I wasn't looking for any trouble. I wasn't looking for a fight. But it just absolutely turned out that way.
All right, my 8 minutes is up. Michael Lang has a brand new book called The Road to Woodstock. Should I stay on for him? Or break?
Stay on.
This is my 8 minutes off. Hey, Rob in Winnipeg, you're running Fez. Once, twice.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, Rob.
Hey, Fez, congratulations on your win over stupid-ass Eastside Dave today. And second of all, I don't think you were right in your situation there with Jay Mohr. I think you had said nothing, and he didn't give you a shot. He just didn't hear you talking. I don't think it was a shot at all.
I totally think it was a shot, Rob. I really do.
I think you're just being the victim as usual. You just want everybody to feel sorry for you, so you make yourself sound like you're the victim all the time.
Dude, he brought it up. He threw out the shot. I didn't say anything like, oh, there's Jay picking on me or anything like that.
Jay just was sitting there talking about a concert, and then you pipe in with something out of nowhere, and he's all, oh, Fez, I didn't know you were there. And once again, you take it like a shot, and then you're the poor Fez victim as usual.
Wouldn't it have been just as easy to say, hey, Jay, you know me, I don't know music, and then move on from there? I got nothing to add.
I guess so, but, I mean, I heard a shot, and I responded to it.
I don't think it was a shot. I think the guy likes you. So, a brand new book out. It's called The Road to Woodstock. And it's actually takes you from as Woodstock starts, just when the idea comes up, all through putting the event together and the aftermath. But the one guy who would know every detail, Michael Lang, The Road to Woodstock. It's available in stores on Amazon.com. Let's bring him into the studio right now. The man who is the brainchild behind Woodstock, Michael Lang.